Welcome to Going Low in CSGO. How would you respond if you were unfortunate enough to have me on your team? Today I'll be playing on Inferno, a popular map despite being totally unfair for terrorists. But don't take my word for it. Have a look at this graph here. Wait 1 second. Yes, this graph here. However, don't feel sorry for the poor terrorists in this match, as they have a secret weapon. Me. On the counter-terrorist team. Yep, that's right, I'm going low to see how the world responds to a noob on their team. Will they be nice and supportive? Or will they just get aggressive? What do you think? Let's start the game. Straight away I rush to the darkest room in the entire level. There's no place like home. And then I sit there amidst the chaos as my team gets slaughtered.
One more tower. Upper mid now.
I decided to creep in undercover. After all, I had the element of surprise. Already I had felt that I had made it too obvious. The last thing I wanted to do was to be kicked from the game, but surprisingly this hadn't happened yet in this Going Low series. There's a first time for everything, I guess. It wasn't long before they secured the second round as well. The next round the team decided to go eco.
Echo. Whoa, don't die!
I went and did my usual tactic of hiding in a room, but the enemies were kind of expecting it. Despite all this, I was still only 1 point away from being joint first on the team. Even with me on their team, our team still had a fighting chance, as proven in round 4. I went and did the usual, and then I rotated once I was told that the enemies were going to the other bomb site.
Bomb is B.
Obviously I died. But then somehow our team still won. How can my team win without me? God.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
It makes me feel so inadequate. Round 5 was also interesting. I didn't help the team too much. But the end was tense, even for me, and I didn't care about the outcome. This is the awkward sort of situation where no matter what you do, you get it wrong. However, watching other people, they do it right. Despite what the score says, it's now 3-2 to them. Now rightfully where I should be, at the bottom of the team, I cement my place further in this round. Admittedly, I didn't expect that. Somebody on our team got overly attached to his weapon, and we ran out of time. 4-2 to them. To spice things up, I go the other way. As I admit, watching me die over and over again isn't that much fun. It isn't for me either. So for this round, time for some stealthy espionage. Despite having been a burden on my reasonably fair team up till now, I was going to pay it back to them with this one. And best of all, killing people is fair game in this round since I am using dualies and pretending to be James Bond. I could say that's partly thanks to me. Oh wait, what's that music? Could it be that time again? Yes children, it's time for another story from the past. The distant past. I'm a very nostalgic person, especially about my Counter-Strike days. 2005 was pretty much the end of school for me, and JD was a group of friends who played Counter-Strike. Now I started playing the game because Half-Life 2 Deathmatch got too easy. Forget the ping, just look at the score. And also forget that I've just died. I don't know how that happened. But in short, I played Counter-Strike for a challenge, and it was great fun. I don't even remember how we got all our members now, but we did. In 2005, the original Counter-Strike still had a big following, and you could almost feel it. You could tell that there were these pros who had been playing for 5 years, but it was a game that we steered well clear of. A bit like how people steer clear of Counter-Strike Source today. Tom's brother led us by the hand through the ladders. He had experience from the years before in Unreal Tournament and knew how things worked. And he got us off to a good start and got a server and everything like that. It was exciting. Our very own server. Wow. Now I've talked about our teammate Beta Killer and how I stalked Toku for a while, but so many other things happened as well. It was a genuinely brilliant time of our lives. We were unstoppable. It was probably because everybody else was playing the game at about 15 frames a second, but we dominated everything, apart from the ladders, that was difficult. But publicly, God, and that's all that mattered. However, problems began to arise. Tom and his brother began to go AFK. I tried commanding the team for a while, but I didn't have full access to the server or TeamSpeak, which made it difficult when people tried to take it over. In clan matches, we'd win against people who would then claim that they won, and we'd get into these petty arguments that would go on for months. One person managed to get the #1 place in the UK and was too scared to play against us, so they kept on recommending that we played them next year. We were childish at the time, but everybody else, oh my god. In school we had a rival clan that we fought against. It was like gang warfare, but really nerdy. They were called the KK. As much as we loathed each other, we kind of enjoyed it. But sadly, World of Warcraft started claiming our players. It wasn't long before it took over everything. Also, people were having a go at us because there was a famous person named JD, and they thought that we were copying them and trying to get to fame with that name. I had had enough. I rounded up the remaining players in JD and discussed a new clan. None of us could agree on a name. I was always rubbish with names, so instead we came up with the initials GPX. What did it stand for? No one knew, but it was a mystery that kept the clan together for the next couple of years. In JD we were just getting started. GPX was the real deal. As an English speaker, I hate it when other people speak other languages. I always feel they're insulting me. Maybe I'm just paranoid or something, so I try to annoy them back. Yeah, no one likes being called French. Although, come to think of it, I've never met a horrible French person on Counter-Strike. Oh whoops, the round started. Better get going. Like the brave, faithful soldier that I am, I rushed into the fray. Explosions went off around me. People told me to get back.
Don't push, just wait.
But I knew what I was doing.
Wait. Let him come.
Why are people with that accent always so pushy?
Laying down smoke.
Anyway, time went by, I got a bit bored, so I just started messing around. I came up with a theory that if two people with shotguns fired repeatedly down this corridor, no one would be able to get past. But it's not as if anyone else on the team was a team player. It suddenly became very quiet, and to my surprise, and horror, we had won another round, making it 4-all. I celebrated the way I thought that noobs would. It's just my luck. When I want to play properly, I get a rubbish team, and when I want to mess up and lose, I get a good team. This CSGO matchmaking system is cleverer than I thought. To cut a long story short, round 9 was dull, and we lost. And round 10 was so dull it didn't even deserve an intro. 4-6 to them, and I was finally at the bottom again, after having had some competition from Matney.
Echo, don't buy. You fucking idiot.
Don't buy.
Well, it's a bit too late for that now. Round 11 was where they all had had enough of me. Time to kick some ass. In the face. Oh my god! Guys, did you see that? Guys! Unfortunately, an enemy behind me mowed down my teammates, but I didn't realise, so I kept running. This irritated my team, but that was all part of my plan. For now, I was playing properly. Now that they were all dead, I could go back and be an hero. This was my time to shine. Nothing could stop me. Apart from... No. And after everything I'd done. I could do nothing else. And I guess I'll never know if we won that game or not. But if we did, I know that it was thanks to me. Next time on Going Low in CSGO, I suck at the game even more! What could possibly happen on this map? Find out next time.